I tell you, you could huff and you could puff, but you would not blow that house down. To solar panels now, which have become quite a common sight as people embrace the idea of renewable energy to provide heat and hot water in their homes and businesses. And making these panels more adaptable for the customer was the driving force behind the research and development carried out by Kingspan Renewables. With the result, they have come up with the world first here at their state-of-the-art plant in Portadown. Helen Mark begins her solar report now in County Cavan in the midst of a fast-paced Gaelic match.
While the players battle it out on the pitch, unseen above the heads of the grandstand supporters, the sun's rays are being captured in a solar panel system that was recently installed to provide for that essential post-match activity, a steaming hot shower.
We looked at our expenses basically, and one of our biggest expenses was gas and electricity for heating the hot water for the whole place. After a busy Sunday, we had 150 players showering, all the washing basins, everything heated from the solar. The savings we're making is approximately €4,000 per year on the gas bill and approximately $850 on the electricity bill. It's an amazing system, it really is. We never believed that it could be as good and the payback would be in such a short time. The savings we are making, we will have paid for in 4 years.
No more good money down the drain then. This project was undertaken by Kingspan Solar, and it's here at their state-of-the-art production plant in Portadown that a world first in solar thermal technology has been invented. And it's as simple as this.
Align this connection up to 45 degrees with the one beside it and simply lower it, and as we lower it, it locks into position.
What we've done is we've taken the Thermomax vacuum tube and we've applied a new application to that, the Verisol product.
Then we simply push the lower connection into place and fasten the securing clip.
The Verisol product is basically an attachment that goes on the tube that allows you to individually lock together tubes one by one. So you can build up the size of the collector almost from the size of one tube up to 150 tubes in any one system. So literally tube by tube.
So you can see how easily it is to attach, and it means it's versatile for installing in restricted spaces.
But how can such a device be said to revolutionise the solar thermal industry?
Vacuum tube technology has been around a long time. The Thermomax tube itself has been around for 30 years. But in a lot of cases there hasn't been an awful lot of innovation in this field up to now. If you look at any standard vacuum tube collector today, it's normally a fixed size system. In this new application, you're open to make the size of the collector anything you want it to be by locking the tubes together one by one. So it is a completely new and unique application. And to be able to do that, we needed to come along with a new development using a new material that had never been used before. And it has been developed right here with the team of engineers that we have in Portadown. All of the testing has been coordinated through here, and it really is a world first.
Around €10 million was invested in the solar tube production line, and the automation is unlike anything else in the world.
We take what we call the absorber plate, which is the part of the product that does the collection of the solar energy. We weld that to a copper pipe. We then insert that into a glass tube. We basically close the ends of this glass tube by basically forming the glass using gas burners. All of the vacuum tubes are baked in an oven for about an hour. The temperature is taken up to about 400 degrees C, and basically that is to facilitate the drawing out of the vacuum inside the tube. The purpose of the vacuum is as an insulator because the copper inside the tube collects the energy, but prevent that being lost so that it is efficiently transferred into your hot water system. That vacuum acts as probably the best insulator there is. The next stage in production is where we flash the getter, and the getter is basically a small disc of barium that is heated up and evaporated inside the tube. Once that silver coating is there, you know that you still have a tube that performs well. We 100% test every tube. We heat it under lamps to basically replicate the environment in the sun. The final stage in that process is the assembly of the Verisol attachment.
The installation is the last step in getting your hot water courtesy of the sun. and the Varisol attachment has made this process a lot simpler.
The installer, in a lot of cases, is working in a difficult environment, and to be able to bring this up tube by tube and simply lock it in place with very little in the way of tools, it is really just very easy to install. And it also has some nice architectural features where it can be built around, for example, dormer windows, or can be integrated right into the architectural fabric of a building.